Hey guys, it's me, Chestnuts again. Look at my nice Christmas basement. It's all very nice because today is the season again to talk about our TV show that I just started last year. Well, years ago per se. The Origins of Santa Claus. Today, our Santa Claus movie takes us to Klaus, like I said last year ago. Klaus is a new Netflix original movie that came out like a few years ago. It tells the story of a postman who travels to a new town that needs one. And it's not a very nice town, to be honest. It has a lot of wars going on, and every family's against each other. So, pretty much, it's not a very nice place to be. In fact, it's the worst place you had to be, if you were a postman, that is. So, the postman kind of needs a lot of money at this time. So, if he gets money, he'll be boosted up to a raise or something. So, he goes around the town selling mail. It does not go smoothly for him, considering everybody else is in a fight, and they don't really need to use mail at all. Eventually, he comes across this house, far away from the town, where this man, Klaus, lives. After a while, they form a friendship, and they start to do a business together, where he sells mail, where the kids give him mail, and they send it to Klaus to make a toy for them. So, by the look of Klaus, you could tell that he's Santa Claus right away. He makes toys for them, they give them letters, and throughout the whole movie, the kids kind of make up everything that Klaus does in the movie. They kind of spread rumors, and they kind of make up the things he does, like the sled flying when really it's just jumping, the reindeers flying, and if you're good or nice or bad. And part of that was part of the postman, Jasper, who kind of starts the whole thing by telling the kids about Klaus and everything, and how he hangs out with them as friends or whatever. So he kind of tells them a little bit of lies and sometimes truths or whatever. He tells them about, if you're not nice, you'll get a coal, and stuff like that. So he kind of was the one that's doing all the hard work, instead of Klaus, who just makes the toys. He has leftover toys as well. So that's basically the gist of the summary of the story. Now I'm going to get into some ending territory. So if you guys don't want to know what happens in this movie, you might want to stop the video right here and come back and watch the video. Come back here when you're ready. Anyway, the story ends with all the toys being sold that Klaus had. And Jasper is like, well, can we make some more? And he's like, no, because it had something to do with his backstory, about his wife dying. He was going to have a lot of children, but unfortunately, that was never meant to be because she got sick and died. Well, upon hearing this, Jasper gets a little upset and moves on. There's also a love interest in this movie as well. I forgot to mention her. She's the school teacher. She also kind of helps out with Jasper and the group as well, and also kind of teaches the kids to write so they can write the letters to Santa. This whole movie is based around letters, basically, so that's why it's being told in a different point of view. It's being the point of view of the letters, of how kids always wrote letters to Santa. So anyway, the movie ends with Klaus dying, actually. Sadly enough. And how does he bring the toys every night? Well, in his spirits, he still sells toys to everyone. I should also mention the elves in this movie. There's also a kid that kind of wanders around talking to Jasper about how to make a letter, but she speaks a different language. So throughout the whole time, Jasper doesn't understand her. But eventually he goes to the teacher and it helps her to understand her. Later on, they find out that she wanted a boat for Christmas, so they got her this boat sleigh, and as for thanking her for getting that, her parents and her whole family clan comes and helps Santa make more toys. So that's how the elves fit into the story. They're not really elves in this version. They're kind of more like something else, a tribe or something. Well, anyway, that's the story of Klaus. A little movie that's really super cute. I highly recommend it as a Santa Claus story. It's not as good as Santa Claus Coming to Town, but it's rather satisfying as well. Legacy. Well, this movie doesn't really have much of a legacy. The only thing is, it's only a Netflix original, so for that reason, it's a new movie that just came out, so it's not going to have much merchandise or video games to go along with it or anything. For that in mind, it's only an original Netflix where you can only find it on there, and that's the only lasting franchise that it's know of. Also, there has been some news about it coming on Netflix, like some trailers, stuff like that, some news about it. So there's a lot to go through with that. Also, I'd like to take a brief look into Jasper for a minute. Because Jasper is sort of like General Kluger, where he's like a mailman for Santa. I wonder if this is the continuation story of how mailmen started to work with Santa. If that is the truth, then General Kluger could be an ancestor of Jasper, maybe. Who knows? That might be a theory that I'm probably thinking about. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Anyway, I highly recommend this movie, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Please subscribe and comment below what you guys thought about this movie, if you've seen it, and I'll see you next time.